Hello, hello. Welcome to exploring the Buttercup Yellow Ray. So, Buttercup Yellow, Buttercup Yellow, Buttercup Yellow. What a beautiful color. I'm going to wait till a few more of you arrive. I know some of you are coming. And so my name is Chetna, and I've been working with the colors for many decades now. And it's my joy to share the joy of the colors with you. Buttercup Yellow is a much needed color at this time, I think, because of all the stress and trauma that people go through, right? So Buttercup Yellow is the one, is the ray that brings us, it's the happiness ray, it's the joy ray. So I'll talk to you a little bit about Buttercup Yellow. I can see more of you are coming in. I'll wait another moment. So just the Athenaeum's going really well. We started with a big bang, and it's a really big energy, a beautiful circle of people working together. It's my joy to share that with, such deep work, and to see everyone's genius coming forward, and the insights and the self-revelations and the artwork and the poetry and the images that people are sharing is just astounding. So hello, hello. Okay. All right, so let us begin. The Buttercup Yellow Ray has so much to give us right now. It's the antidote for all the stress and aggravation and depression and heaviness that's going on right now, and fear. There's so much fear in the collective. It's so thick we could cut it with a knife at times, and the Buttercup Yellow Ray is just this golden warmth that just shines through and allows that joy, that kind of crazy zany joy. I mean, a buttercup is not a cultivated flower. Buttercups are wild. Okay, they grow like weeds. They spread and they make this network, and they jump here and they jump there, and then they shine. I mean, if you've looked at a buttercup flower, depending where you live, in England, they're really common in the springtime. I'm going to kind of show you this flower. You can see the leaves, the petals of this flower. They're like really shining, like they reflect the light so brilliantly. It's the Earth Band book that we're working with. And the Buttercup Yellow Ray is joy. So this joy that comes, it's not like, it's wild. It comes out of that wild spontaneity, that carefree, devil may care. It's not plotted, it's instinctual, and it's that joy to be alive. It's the joie de vivre completely. And this ray, it's warm, it's shining. And did you ever play that game when you were little? You pick the buttercups and they hold them under your chin, and then if the yellow is reflecting on your chin, they say, oh, that means you love butter. Yes, we have that radiance. Inside us, we have the buttercup yellow joy, but we suppress our joy, we suppress our laughter. We often suppress that energy. We don't allow it out, and it's kind of like a childlike energy. When we were children, you could just run around like screaming, happy. You know how kids just scream, they're so happy. Like, why are they screaming? They're screaming with joy, they're screaming with delight. They're just enjoying themselves for nothing. They see something and it's like, wow, that kind of aliveness, that kind of just that feeling. It's a feeling. So the Buttercup Yellow Ray comes, and he's kind of a zany character. For me, when I journey to Buttercup Yellow, it's a kind of a jovial kind of lad kind of guy. It could be feminine to you. It could appear, I don't know how, but we're going to see soon when we go to journey to Buttercup Yellow how Buttercup Yellow appears for you. And some of you I know are not classical journeyers, and that's fine. You could do this like an automatic writing exercise. So I would invite you to have a notepad and a pen, and while I'm rattling or singing, whatever, you set the intention to feel into what Buttercup Yellow wants to say to you today, how to bring more joy into your life. Really, we all forget. The earth is so abundant, so juicy, and has so many treasures for us, but we don't remember sometimes simply to enjoy things. And it's so important to take that moment to enjoy. And what do you enjoy? And our tastes change as well. Things we enjoy when we're little, we don't enjoy like when we're older. So different things bring you joy now. I was thinking of amusement park rides at that time. When I was a kid, I used to love to spin around on some of those things. As an adult, it makes me feel totally nauseous. I'm like, no, that's not fun anymore. It's not a joyful thing. So how do we bring the joy in, and how do we remember those sources of joy inside of us and make an excuse to celebrate with them and to bring more happiness, to bring more of that light into our lives? It's certainly not going to come from the outside, like the media and all the craziness that's going on. We have to go deeply inside ourselves to remember the sources of joy within. And that inner child is there who just knows how to play and knows how to enjoy. I mean, I'm a workaholic. I totally admit it. I mean, I love my work is my play, but I'm very focused on, tasks and getting things done. So, but that Buttercup Yellow will hit me, and I'll just see a flower and I'll go like, wow, and I'll fall into the flower. I've got hundreds of pictures of flowers on my phone. I'm just like, I fall into flowers all the time, and that brings me tremendous joy. Or I cloud watch and I see different shapes and kind of stories in the clouds, and that brings me enormous joy. Being with animals like cats, my sister's cats and dogs, they really bring me joy, seeing their personalities and spending time with them. So we each have to find the things that make us glad to be alive. So what is your Buttercup Yellow joy? What brings you that kind of happy to be alive and completely, delights you? Put a little message for me there, because I would love to know what brings it. It doesn't mean it has to be a buttercup flower or anything. The Buttercup Yellow is the ray. Certain things will trigger that remembrance of your joy. And if we nourish the connections with those things, then we can feed that part of ourselves and remember our joy. It is challenging with all the COVID stuff, and there's a lot of going on in the collective mindsets, and we're all being bombarded and hyperstimulated with that. So coming back, what brings you that simple joy? I mean, sometimes for me, preparing a meal and sharing it with a loved one, or making that phone call and checking in on a family member. How are you? And then I feel that kind of that buttery warmth in my heart. My heart opens. I feel the sense of happiness and fulfillment. Reaching out to someone I've been thinking of, someone crosses your mind, and then I'll write an email. I'll jot a thought to them. Why? What are the things? So how can you also channel your Buttercup Yellow joy and, shine your joy? First, you have to find it in yourself. And then naturally, when you're with it, it starts emanating from you, and you begin to have that glow. And then people are drawn to you, spend time with you, or they don't know why, but they want to, because you're in touch with that part of yourself. You know how to nourish and feed your joy and feed your happiness, and let yourself be a little zany and a little wild and a little crazy. There used to be this comedian character, and Steve Martin used to say, I'm this wild and crazy guy. And that's exactly who Buttercup Yellow is this kind of wild and crazy being. And if you think about how that plant grows, it's just sort of, it's planted and then it shoots out here, and then the flowers burst, and it's such an open flower, isn't it? It just opens. And, there's an openness when you're in your Buttercup Yellow joy. You just, you shine, you share, you open, you radiate your warmth, your light, your brilliance, your genius, your creativity, your inspiration. You know, you just sort of, woo. That's like the sound of Buttercup Yellow to me. Woo! You know, it's like you shine. So I'd like you to take a moment for yourself and feel into the Buttercup Ray for yourself. And as you do that, I'm going to just do a little rattling in the background. I want you just to feel in your body, maybe place your hand there, like, where does that joy bubble up for you? Just feel into your body and connect with the part of yourself, your own energy, your own wisdom, your own grace. What part of you remembers that childlike, zany, wild, crazy joy? No judgments, no adults telling you to sober up, be serious. It's that playful wildness. It knows no rules. It just, you follow your bliss. The Buttercup Yellow, you follow your bliss. And it's simple. It's not complicated. It's a simple joy, the joy of being alive. You have a body. You're embodied. What are the things you sense and perceive that bring you that bursting of joy? Maybe it's laughter. Whatever it is for you, take a moment. And place your hand on your body where you feel that joy. And remember that feeling. And now we're going to do a journey. We're going to journey to meet Buttercup Yellow. And we're going to ask Buttercup Yellow two things. Give me a simple method I can use to remember this part of my soul, the joyful, playful essence. Give me a simple method I can use like on a daily basis to bring your essence into me, into my life, and then so that my cup gets filled and overflows and I share with others my natural joy. So give me a simple method, like a ritual, something simple I can do. Bring your essence into my life on a daily basis so that I overflow, my cup runneth over, and I share my buttercup joy and love with others. Buttercup yellow, buttercup yellow, buttercup yellow. before we leave Buttercup, ask Buttercup for a healing transmission and allow that Buttercup Yellow to heal you, to help you laugh again and play and return to your childlike wisdom and source of joy. Okay. Getting ready to return now. Say any last words you wish to Buttercup Yellow. Thank you and goodbye. Take a moment to make your observations, to make note of what messages you receive from Buttercup Yellow. And breathing in that Buttercup Yellow joy, it's very whimsical. There's a feeling of whimsy with Buttercup Yellow. It's not like a serious spiritual color. This color is joy, unbridled, crazy laughter, and laughing meditation's a really good meditation to connect with this ray. And even if you don't feel like laughing, especially when you don't feel like laughing, Buttercup Yellow is the ray to call upon to help break up. For those of us who can be over serious at times, you know, this playful ray just rattles around everything inside. I would love to hear how Buttercup Yellow impacts you in your life, the kind of things that you do to open the energy for yourself, to keep it moving. Each one of us is different, you know, different things make us happy and bring us joy. And somehow when we share that, if you guys share the things that you really love that get you into that place of like, woohoo, you know, then it's a good reminder for everyone else. So if you feel to share, it'd be really lovely. You know, there's lots of music and dance that really get us into that place. Sometimes there's a song, maybe share even a YouTube song, you know, put a clip on of a song that you feel that really makes you jump for joy. You know, when that fellow, I think his name is William Farrell, put out that song, like Because I'm Happy. And when that came out, it just went like rocketing through the charts. And people want to feel this ray. People want to feel happy. They want to bring that joy. You know, and when you hear that song, you just start feeling like, you know, it really brings in the buttercup. Share that whatever came up for you. Sometimes it's food, sometimes it's just being together, sometimes it's being by the ocean, that you know that there's certain things you can do that just click you right into that Buttercup Yellow space where you feel that joy, like the sun is always shining on you, and that warmth and that love surrounds you. So, yeah. That love is just there. It's everywhere. Universe is constantly reminding us, constantly sending impulses. So my challenge for you this week is look for the beauty in the small. Look for that the buttercup is a tiny blossom. It's like that big. And these small things. Did you ever walk into a field of buttercups? It's like the heads of the flowers are just like moving in the wind, and they're, you feel this kind of golden yellow in the fields, and you can skip through. You can connect with the Buttercup Yellow Fairy. If you're into the wee folk and the flowers, the fairy flowers, fairies of the flowers, Buttercup Yellow, it's the same essence, it's the same way. There's many ways into the ray and into bringing that golden, beautiful, buttery, delightful, warm, just overflowing light into your life. And I'd love to hear how that works for you and your experiences with Buttercup Yellow. So you can share them with me if you want to down below, or you can send me a private message. I always love to hear how that goes for you. And if there's something in your life that's very heavy right now, it might be stopping you from feeling your joy. There's lots of things going on. People experience loss or grief. And, it's not always appropriate to be summoning the Buttercup Yellow if you're meant to be grieving, but down below, you even know with the love that you feel for someone who you've lost, you shared that buttercup with them, that joy and love. And that's why you feel the absence of it if you've lost someone. But that resides inside of you, that muscle to feel the joy, that capacity to have that openness to the universe, that trust in life, and letting go and being happy. It's there are 1,001 reasons for us to shrink our energy up and to go inside and pull in tight within ourselves. The Buttercup Yellow is the opposite energy. It's like open to share your love. And a lot of our rays of the colors are about you receive it first, and then when you're full, it overflows to other people. But Buttercup Yellow is kind of like you're like hit by the divine, and then you're already in it, and it's just exuding out of you. You can't restrain Buttercup Yellow. This is not a color where you can play it cool and like sit on the energy. Buttercup Yellow is like rolling laughter, laughing uncontrollably and letting it be, Sometimes that happens. You get in a laughing fit and you just let yourself go into the laughter. Laughter is so healing, so cleansing, such a great release, and it just breaks up energy inside of us. So it could be something ridiculous or tragic that starts your laughter, and then you let go into it. And Buttercup Yellow is the ability to like be held by the light and let go into your kind of, I don't want to say madness exactly, but it is a kind of, it's zany, it's wild, it's free, it's very freeing. So please enjoy your Buttercup Yellow this week. And as you allow your laughter, other people will laugh too. And celebrating the beauty of your own soul, celebrating the beauty of nature, like look for the joy in the small, seeing the little flowers and the little flower faces, the light shining through leaves, the wind caressing you. Let nature embrace you, and appreciate the earth this week. Really reach out to Mother Nature and see there is so much beauty all around us, and embracing that beauty and knowing that beauty, and allow that natural joy that comes from being in touch with nature. Allow your heart to be touched by nature and open to receive the blessings of the Buttercup Yellow Ray through your perception of nature. Okay, so have a beautiful week, and leave me a note. Let me know how it goes for you. I will read them all eventually. I'm going to be away on a call now for 2 hours with the Colour Athenaeum people, and we're going to be going into more Buttercup Yellow. We're going to be going into lime green and also sapphire blue, the inspiration ray. So have a beautiful evening, and the Buttercup Ray loving you and you loving it. A beautiful love affair with the divine rays and joy. May you have a joy-filled, beautiful, beautiful week. Lots and lots of love. Bye for now.